Yes, good afternoon. Sava here from Football Heritage TV, joined by Henry Wright TV. Henry, Tottenham Hotspur are top of the league, playing free-flowing football, not conceding goals, and everyone right now should be in love with Ange Postecoglou, right?
Mate, honestly, he's everything we need and more. I mean, us today, that's back-to-back clean sheets, back-to-back 2-0 wins, different goal scorers in both games, and we were exceptional today. From
Yeah.
from first 10 minutes, a bit of nerves, grew into the game, but Maddison, Sarr, and Bissouma, that midfield is just perfect balance, mate. I thought we were excellent today, mate.
Yeah, absolutely. Look, let's start. It was an unchanged team. I don't think, other than the news about Maddison possibly missing out, I don't think anyone's surprised. But boy, I'm glad that Maddison was fit because, I mean, first half, Henry, James Maddison, for me, that is what we have not seen for 5 years. A playmaker who got on the ball every time, scored, looked to play players in, lovely through balls, great crossing. He was sensational today, wasn't he?
Yeah, honestly, mate. James Maddison, man of the match, best player on the pitch by a country mile. The way he did a few nice things in the first half where he turned, played it out wide to Son, took his goal really, really well. I know
Yeah.
it was the slightest touch, but still was enough to put it past the goalkeeper. I thought
Yeah.
Basuma, Sarr, and Maddison, the balance in that midfield is perfect. And when Sarr goes, Basuma sits, and when Basuma goes, Sarr sits. Maddison was getting in, holding the ball off as well. There was a time where he was playing it right on our byline, completely composed, and then plays it in a good ball into Sarr. And it's just everything we need, mate. If we get a number 9 who can put the ball in the back of the net on a regular basis, and Maddison will keep feeding him, like, he's one of the best players in the league for a reason, and he's everything we need, mate. I actually love him. I think he was very good today, and he's been good in every game he's played in so far.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think one of the other key things that we've got to look at as well is when Spurs drive forward, it's the number of players that want to go and join in. You've got a doggy, Porro,
Yeah,
Basuma,
yeah.
Sarr, Madison. They're all got, I haven't even mentioned one of the front three there. They're all trying to get in and score goals. The midfield, absolutely sensational again. They're just dominating every midfield they play against, right?
Yeah, I mean, we played 3 games, and if I said to you we could have 7 points out of our first 9 up against Bournemouth away, Brentford
Yeah,
away, and Man United, you'd bit my hand off. And let's
sure.
be honest, we've been the better team in all 3 of those games.
Yep,
Probably should have won against Brentford as well
sure.
if we had a striker that could put it in the back of the net. But the midfield, mate, is perfect balance. I'm interested to see how we go up against Arsenal and City
Yeah,
and
sure.
the better midfields. But as of right now, on face value, the midfield is absolutely clicking. And the manager's spot on as well. He can see things aren't particularly. We're getting a bit, we're sitting back a little bit. We're not being as progressive on the front foot. Straight away, he makes a change. Made a change in the 50th minute. Conte would have waited till the 80th minute. By then, it's too late. So he's seeing things early and going, that's not right. That's not right. Sarr was on
Yeah.
a yellow card today. Took him off. Maddison, you're thinking, hang on, we got a game on Tuesday. 70th minute, took him off.
Take him off.
It's,
Yeah.
it's perfect game management, mate.
Yeah, it's difficult, isn't it? Because he's not done a thing wrong. Like, normally we get to the end of a game and you go, oh, well, he should have done that and this, and what was he doing there? I'm watching it now going, yep, I get that. Yep. Like, even when Skip was lining up, I thought, yeah, actually that makes sense. Papa Sarr, okay. Yeah, Maddison had an injury this week. Yeah, bring on, okay. Bissouma's worked hard, yeah, Hoy, but it just all makes sense. And listen, we'll talk about Richarlison in a bit, but there was no there's no kind of coincidence that just a few minutes after Richarlison went off, suddenly we started to regain possession. We're holding the ball up top, and Perisic and Adogi linking up well for Kulu, who I didn't think was great, but got his goal. Fair play to him. I'm going to say that, fair play. I've been harsh on him. I still want to see more, but he got his goal. The link-up play between those players, the moment Richarlison went off, just looked night and day from when Richarlison is on the pitch, right?
Mate, at one point, I was convinced he was playing against us. He just kills our attack. Absolutely kills our attack. Everything we do, it's rushed. His touch is bad. Like you said on my video, he made a couple of good runs down the right, and I think he made one down the middle as well. But, mate, he's not, you said it, he's not a prolific goal scorer. He's a scorer of great goals, not a great goal scorer. But, mate, I'll be honest, I don't know what he's bringing to this team.
Yeah, I agree.
Can't go through the middle. He's running down the right. He's running through the middle. He's holding up the ball. He's playing it out to Kulusevski. When Perisic comes on, we started putting good deliveries into the box. And I'm thinking, he played a great crossing, Perisic. And I'm thinking, if that's a number 9 on the end of it, a proper number 9, that's 3-0.
Yeah.
And I'm just
Yeah.
thinking, like,
But the thing is, Henry,
we play better.
his hold-up play, like sometimes you can say, okay, you're not scoring goals, but his hold-up play is great. His hold-up play has been awful. Listen, as I said, I don't want to do negatives today. He was the one negative for me. But I we just spoke about this on your channel. I did feel, again, 2 games in a row now that Sonny's move to the middle looked much better, much more dangerous, with Perisic on the left looking like for me, Perisic looks a proper left-sided player. Sonny looks like a forward playing out of position. So
would you change any of the front 3 going in against Fulham?
Sure. Yeah, for me, Richarlison would never play. If I'm brutally honest, Richarlison would never play.
Yeah, I agree.
I know that sounds harsh and people want to give him time, but we're not talking about a 19-year-old kid here. We're talking about a bloke who plays up front for Brazil, and that's what I keep being told. But look, let's not focus on that. Let's look at the first goal. We talked about the second goal there where Kulu ghosted in and did well, which he needs to do more of. But the first goal, Porro cutting in on the right, into Basuma into Sarr with a deft little through ball, and Maddison running beyond and just stroking the ball home with the deftest of touch. Great goal, right?
Yeah, it's quality, isn't it? Porro's technical ability is very good. Plays it into Basuma. We know how composed and good he is on the ball. Plays it into Sarr. The weight of pass from Sarr, I think, will go unnoticed. I think that's a great through ball.
Lovely.
Most midfielders would have overhit that, and it would have maybe bounced off or something. But Maddison runs in that number 10 run and slots it past him, and then all of a sudden, we're 1-0 up, and it's under Conte last year. We won that game 3-2. Right, and the only difference is Maddison's in the team, right? Udoji's in the team, the goalkeeper and Van de Ven. Most of the team is exactly the same, but how comes the outcome is so different? Because we're playing to our players' strengths. Look at the goal. All the midfielders linking together. There was times where in that game where Bournemouth were coming at us, and we reshuffled around, and we got the ball back instantly, and then we're on the attack. And like you said. Not just on that goal, but how many players want to get into the box?
It's great to see.
I feel really happy. Everyone should be buzzing off this result. And then the goal. I mean, Maddison's just absolute class, mate. Absolute class.
Superb player. Superb player. I mean, look, talking about superb players, we're only going to go for another minute and a half or so. But superb players. The back 4, and the keeper. I can't fault any of that back 4 today. I thought Bournemouth actually had some spells in the game where they looked dangerous. Certainly the first 15 minutes of the second half, first 7 or 8 minutes of the first half. Semenyo, I thought, was decent. I thought Solanke was decent. Kirchhoff was causing some problems from left-back position. But I thought Doggy, Porro were brilliant. If we look at the fullbacks, I think both of them were absolutely brilliant defensively and offensively today.
Yeah, that's the fullback pairing we've got to play going forward, unless obviously Udoji is injured. But both very, very good. I think Udoji was probably, I'm going to say, was the better out of the two, not just because of the assist. I thought Porro was very good, but Udoji, he makes a lot of runs through the middle of the park, and it's like we're watching the midfielder, and I'm like, okay. But I thought it was very good. Porro, very good defensively, didn't put a foot wrong again for the second game in a row. And it's confidence boosting, isn't it? Now we've actually got a back 4. I feel like we can play every single game. But the fullbacks, I thought both were very, very good today, mate.
Yeah, absolutely. And look, we can't miss out the centre-halves and the goalkeeper. It's only the second game that we've seen Van de Ven and Romero in a partnership that's lasted 90 minutes because of, obviously, Romero's concussion in the first game. But Van de Ven is Vertonghen reinvented. Romero looks much better. It's early days for a partnership, but so far, they look very comfortable. And the yin and yang seems to really be going well together.
Well, it's, so far so good. We haven't seen Romero sprint out of his defensive line yet. Why is that? Because there's someone next to him talking to him. What you said just there, Van de Ven is a carbon copy of Jan Vertonghen. I agree. The way Jan Vertonghen didn't used to be rash and dive into challenges, etc. I thought Van de Ven was very, very good today. Just utter composure. Romero didn't sprint out of his line. I thought he might get carded today when things got at times got a little bit heated with Perisic pushing the player and that. But Yeah, mate, honestly, very,
Did really
very good
well.
defensive performance from all 4 defenders.
Yeah. Listen, we are going to leave it there. But Henry, thanks so much for coming on. And
No worries,
just
mate.
remember, Henry, whatever you do for the rest of your day, just remember that at least for the next 2 hours, Tottenham are top of the
The
league.
top of the league, mate. We're in
The
a
top of
title
the league
race.
for 2 hours. So we're in a title race. Come on, the Spurs. Big up. Great to see Spurs fans smiling. Much love. Take care. I'll see you all tonight at 8 p.m. as we talk about this game and the upcoming game against Fulham midweek. Take care, everyone. See you later. And as always, come on, you Spurs.